Good sportsmanship means being kind, respectful, and fair to everyone involved in the game.
We strive to create a positive environment in which all students can perform to the best of their abilities. We can accomplish this through good sportsmanship and encouraging a desire to succeed.
Your actions today are how you are perceived tomorrow.
Your character is worth more than any success or achievements you may have. Respect yourself, and most importantly, respect others.
The Thunderbeat now has its own free mobile app where users can catch up on articles, videos, photos, and podcasts that cover Bellevue West and the community. The app was created to make the news faster and more accessible to our viewers. To download the app, go to the App Store, search and download The Thunderbeat. For frequent viewers, the format will look quite familiar. The front page gives you teasers to several different articles, and if you open up the sidebar, you can navigate the different sections. Let's go to news, for example. You can click on the links to read an article, watch a video, listen to a podcast, or look at photos. To go back to the home screen, click the Thunderbeat logo at the top of the page. Head over to the App Store now to download the Thunderbeat app. Stop by room 426 or email thethunderbeat@gmail.com if you have any questions.
This is a T-Bird weather alert. Radar has indicated a strong storm approaching the Thunderdome. Opposing fans in the warned area should seek immediate cover.
Good evening, Thunderbird fans, and welcome to the second round of the playoffs, or like we like to call it around here, migration season for the Thunderbirds, as they make their annual trip a little bit southwest on their migration towards Memorial Stadium for that Class A championship football game. And it starts here tonight on the second round as they welcome into Fiman Field the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. They're 5-4 coming in. Of course, the T-Birds are 5-0 as they've had a shortened coronavirus season on there where they've only played 5 games, but they still earned the first overall seed in the Class A playoffs. So here we are, and of course, I need to introduce my partner, as always, Mr. A.J. Reimer.
Jeremy, how are we doing? It is exciting to be here tonight. This is where it starts to get good. Like you said, playoff season. The Thunderbirds are ready, and they are hungry, ready to get playing. It feels like it's been a month since we've done this, doesn't it?
It has been.
Oh goodness. Okay.
It's been about a month since you've heard us on the broadcast here. We thank all those who were filled in for us as we had a
shouts to you, Meg. You crushed it.
We had some scheduling conflicts for the last game, and then the game before that, of course, was picked up by the cable company. So here we are, happy to present this to you on YouTube, of course. Thanks to everyone at the Thunderbeat. Our cameraman, as always, Mr. Owen Reimer.
Yeah, bud. How we doing today, Owen? We're doing great. Yeah, Jeremy, it's a little on the colder side today as you look out. You can see a couple more bundled up people. We've got the window open, so we've got a nice 50-degree temperature coming in for start of game time here.
And we are about 7 minutes away from game time as, like we said, Thunderbirds come in with a 5-4 record. And
no. The Thunderbirds are not 5-4.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yes.
The Silverhawks.
Yes.
We're going to do that all night, folks. We're going to find out if the Thunderbirds are mightier than the Silverhawks. Which bird-like animal is going to be better?
Ours, the Thunderbirds, of course. Both teams have 5 wins.
Correct.
One team has no losses, and that would be the Bellevue West Thunderbirds.
So here we go as the Thunderbirds make their way out to the field. Let's go to the tape here, and we have a couple cool graphics provided by Meg Gross.
So
And
go
the
ahead,
last
Jeremy, I'm
three
sorry.
games here, we had for the Silverhawks, the Silverhawks had a win over Papillion La Vista, 25-14. Then they won 14-7 over Lincoln High and 27-21 over. I believe that's also another Lincoln school.
Yeah,
but
Lincoln.
it
Just
says
straight up Lincoln.
Just Lincoln.
The Lynx.
It'd
Those
also be
numbers are
Lincoln
nice,
High.
but there's their scores are kind of not in the 40s. What's that all about?
I
Jeremy?
just figured it out. That was a win over Lincoln North Star in the playoffs. See, last week it was a little bit different here in Class A this year. All 24 teams made the playoffs. So this is obviously the second round. The top 8 seeds got a bye last week. So the Silverhawks did have to face their inner-town rival in North Star as being the 2 newest high schools in Lincoln. And they had to come back. They were down by 14 points in halftime. They came roaring back for 20 unanswered points to win 27-21, including a fourth quarter stop with 6 seconds left to go.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty exciting, and it's a huge stop for them, and it gets them a chance to go up against the number 1 seeded Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and then you got the Thunderbirds here. They had a 49-14 win over Kearney, 42-7 over Millard West, and Columbus came into our last game and 56-28. They put a little bit of pressure on the T-Birds in the last game out.
It was definitely the closest first half that Bellevue West has had in a long time, but that's good. You want to be challenged. You want to see how your players respond, and I think the second half Bellevue West looked pretty darn good.
Of course, you have game leaders for both of the teams here, and we start here with the Silverhawks. You have Fritton. You have, of course, Colin Fritton. He is their quarterback, number 1. He's 11,064 passing yards and 8 touchdowns. You have Justice Schmidt. He's the rushing leader for the Silverhawks, and he has 262 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. He's also does some of their wide receiving. And we have number 6, Talo Arciaga, who has 642 rushing yards, 71 yards per game.
With a name like that, you got to be a winner, right?
Exactly.
Arciaga. Jeremy, I got to tell you, I didn't realize that Fritton had passed for 11,000 yards this season. That's incredible.
1,164. I said 11,000. I
gotcha.
apologize, folks.
No, I was excited.
Well, there's a guy on the other side of the field, and we'll go to the game leaders for the Silverhawks, as you have Luke Johansson, number 12, 1,464 passing yards. He has a quarterback rating of 142.1.
That's pretty good, I think.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Keegan Johnson, number 6, of course, the Iowa commit, 789 receiving yards through 5 games, 157.8 yards per game. L.J. Richardson, 886 rushing yards and 12 rushing TDs on the season. And, of course, Jack McDonald leading the team in tackles with 29 solo tackles and 9.8 tackles per game.
There's playmakers all over the board, Jeremy, for Bellevue West. You mentioned 4, but there's probably another 40 that we didn't get to mention. I'm sure we'll call their names tonight. This is when Coach Huffman has his team confident and ready to roll. And I think we're going to see some exciting plays tonight as Lincoln takes the field for the first time with just about 2 minutes left to go before kickoff.
Yeah, this is the 3rd time overall that Lincoln Southwest has played Bellevue West. Lincoln Southwest has only been a school since 2002, and they've only faced each other 3 times, and they have a 1-1 record against each other.
About to be 1-2.
We'll
I
see.
think. Well, one of the teams will be 1-2.
We have 48 minutes to decide that, folks.
Jeremy, do you think when they were scheduling games for Bellevue West, they realized that there were teams closer to Bellevue West than an hour away? It seems like every team Bellevue West has played has been a significant car ride.
Well, they changed the districts last year before this upcoming season, as they do. They kind of reshuffle the deck. They call this the group of death, if you're familiar with soccer, World Cup. So you have, of course, Kearney, you have Columbus, you have Lincoln High, who they did not play this year because that was the Week 9 canceled game. Yeah. So, every couple of years they try to reshuffle everything, and Lincoln Southwest has never been in the same district, of course, as Bellevue West.
Well, we'll see how tonight goes, Jeremy. It seems inevitable that it's a march to the state championship game between Bellevue West and Westside, but maybe Lincoln Southwest will prove everybody wrong and shock the world. It's hopefully will be a pretty exciting game for us.
And they're lining up here, and we're going to get to this real quick, and we're going to go to turn to AJ's Keys of the Game, sponsored by Room 424, the choir room here at Bell West, where the students are never off key, just the director once in a while.
Every now and then, keys of the game, let's for Bellevue West, score often, score as much as you can, use those wide receivers and that punishing run game so that the defense can be as fortunistic as they've been in the past, creating turnovers. For Lincoln, of course, you got to get off the field on 3rd down against Bellevue West, stop them on 4th down, and try to limit scores against that potent T-board offense.
So to kick off the ball, Southwest is going to kick off. Bellevue West usually gets the ball to start the games, and this is no different. You have Braden Bestman, number 90, kicking off for the Silverhawks. And back for the Thunderbirds, you have Trevion Jones, and you have Keegan Johnson, of course, as they're ready to kick the ball off. And we are ready to start this Class A second-round playoff game.
I'm ready. This is exciting. I've been waiting for this for a while.
And right up at 7 o'clock even, we will start this game. It, like AJ said, is 52 degrees out to start the game. And it looks like it's an onside kick, and Bellevue West does not recover. The Silverhawks recovered the onside kick to shock Bellevue West to start this game. Number 40, he's a linebacker. Cooper Jackson is sophomore.
Good coming up. If you're Lincoln, that's what you have to do. You have to take advantage. You have to be opportunistic. And look at their team. Look at their crowd. They're excited. They're fired up. They're ready to go. That's a great start and a gutsy call from your coach.
Now, you have Southwest, who's hoping to start off both halves on offense here. And they've got a big offensive line. I don't know if Bellevue West has seen an offensive line this big this year.
Probably not, but Bellevue West.
The fake, and it is thrown by, and it is a very long completion here, folks. It's about a 30-yard gain to number 83, Cal Newell.
Cal Newell just found the correct space. Quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to pick up a 30-yard gain right at the supposed strength of Bellevue West defense, that linebacking crew.
So Fritton is in the shotgun, and he will hand the ball off to number 83, Cal Newell, and he takes the ball, and he gets about maybe half a yard, we'll call it.
Yeah, Jade Parkhurst lowered his shoulder and dropped him. That was a big hit there.
No gain on the play. C.J. Lillienkamp on the tackle.
Are you sure?
That's who Steve also does.
Well, Steve's smarter than me, but I think it was wrong.
And
on that one.
Pitch to Newell, and it goes forward for about 3 yards. And it looks like they're doing a little bit of up-tempo offense here against Bellevue West. They're snapping the ball very quickly.
Smart move. Good stick by Arden Jenkins there, defensive line. He keeps saying C.J. and Lillikamp. I don't think that's correct, Jeremy. I'm going to have words with the announcer, Mr. Lemon. But that's fine.
C.J. Lillienkamp got a walk-on offer to the University of Nebraska in Lincoln to be one of their walk-on players. As the ball is completed, it looks like it. I cannot see his number. It's very big. Number 11, Danny Rothgeb.
Yeah, I'd love to see replay of that one. It was close, but of course, sideline has a better look than we do from on this side. He's able to get at least a foot in.
Danny Rothgeb, a senior, 6'2", 170 pounds. And he will line up over here to the right as well, split out wide. As the ball is handed off to, I believe that's 83, Cal Newell again.
Yeah, didn't get much, if anything, maybe half a yard.
And the ball is on the 3-yard line. And just...
Boy, if they're able to punch it right in here, what a great start. Even if they don't, this is they're moving the ball effectively. Of course, Bellevue West, defense is obviously trying to figure some things out. But
do you think the best type of defense is to never give Bellevue West the ball at all? A touchdown.
That's a pretty good start.
That is touchdown by Lincoln Southwest, and Cal Newell punches it in for a 3-yard touchdown run. It is 6-0 early here at Fiman Field, 10:14 on the clock.
I tell you, this is a confident Lincoln Southwest team right now. Colin Fritton was feeling himself after that touchdown. That was a strong opening statement. kind of a punch in the mouth.
Number 90, Braden Bestman, the senior, 185-pound, 6'2", is ready to kick it, and it is almost tipped.
Yeah, that was pretty darn
tipped.
close.
The white cap says it was tipped, and it was close to being blocked.
Yeah, Jack McDonald, of course, almost had a hand on that, but just about a half a second too late. And Lincoln goes up 7-0.
7-0 here, 10-14 in the first quarter. And it's kind of shocking. They get the onside kick, and they go down. It was 48 yards on the drive there, and they score first.
Do you suppose, Jeremy, that could be a little bit of rust? Lincoln obviously played last week. They are maybe a little bit fresher, whereas Bellevue West has not had competitive play for 14 days now.
You know, you look at it that way, and you think that last week Southwest was the only team with the lower seed to defeat their higher seed opponent. Granted, they are the 17th seed, and they beat North Star, and they were the 16th seed. But everywhere else, it went chalk.
Yeah. Look at this little bit of uncertainty now from Bellevue West if they should play up to the line or set their normal return formation.
And it is here, Preston. I'm going to say that all night. Braden Bestman.
Look who's up at the 50-yard line.
Keegan Johnson is up at the 50-yard line waiting for the onside kick possibly again. And the ball is kicked to number I have
number
five.
Davon Hall.
Davon Hall. He returns it for about a 12-yard kickoff return, and the Thunderbirds will get the ball here right at the 27-yard line. A
little bit of chest there already right off the start. The Lincoln with that offsides kick the little kick there at the start was able to effectively take Keegan Johnson out of the return game.
Luke Johansson's in the backfield in the shotgun with L.J. Richardson to his left, and they give it to L.J., and he's stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage. Number 7, L.J. gets nothing on that first play.
Yeah, Lincoln was playing the run, and Bellevue West just trying to feel it out a little bit here, test the waters. LJ, pretty tough run, though, to able to pick up 1 or 2 there.
Johansson in the shotgun, just as the Thunderbird offense operates out of, and he is then gets the ball away to Keegan Johnson. There is a penalty in the backfield. They hit the quarterback after the ball was well gone.
Yeah, that penalty aside, that's a well set up screen pass. Offensive lineman out, ready to block for Keegan. Good, nice pickup for a first down.
They do that. It's kind of a screen off to the right to Keegan Johnson. It's a little bubble play, and they will tack on the extra 15 yards for roughing the passer. So Lincoln's Bellevue West is going to get the ball all the way to the 45-yard line.
And how many times have we seen that opposing team comes against the Thunderbirds, fired up, ready to go, and just a little too aggressive at the start. Bellevue West looks like they're ready to play some hurry up and snap the ball, but had to pick up the flag first.
The referee needed to pick up his hanky, his yellow hanky there. And we have Johansson in the backfield. He's wearing his bright neon fluorescent yellow shoes, and he hands the ball off to L.J. Richardson, who stumbles, bumbles, rumbles ahead for 8 yards.
Yeah, Henry Rickles with a great lead block for him. He just followed number 55, able to pick up a good chunk on first down.
So you look at this Thunderhog offensive line, and you have people all over. You have guys who have experience, and they are big, they are strong, and they move their opponents. So Johansson throws the ball to an open, and it was almost caught by Caden Helms, number 3.
Yeah, just thrown slightly behind him. Caden had to turn around and able to make it and just wasn't able to hold on. And actually it's kind of fortunate because he bobbled it enough. It was almost in possession to be intercepted by number 4, Jake Leader of Lincoln Southwest.
3rd down and 3 to go here on Bellevue West's first drive against the Silverhawks.
This is where you look at your tight ends and try and just find that soft patch right in the middle of the field.
He's got 3 receivers to his left, and he's looking, of course, at Micah Riley, the recruit who could go anywhere he wants to, folks. Number 88 picks up the first down on the 5-yard play. Safe curl route over the middle.
Yeah, what a great safety to have there. Need 3, let's get 4, not even worry about it.
He's so much bigger than the linebackers and the defensive backs guarding him, folks. If you've ever met Mike O'Reilly, he is a big boy.
He's a big fella, and he's just going to keep adding muscle on, too.
As the pitch is out to the left, and LJ is running out to the sidelines. He's going to get probably 6. He's dragging Silverhawk defenders with him.
Yeah, that was – he got more than I thought he was going to get. I thought a couple blocks were missed on the side. I thought they got to him early, but he's a tough runner, has been all season long.
Mark him down with a 4-yard gain. They're going to call it 3. 2nd down and 7 to go here as Johansson's ready to get the snap. He's looking over to – he's getting a audible from the sidelines. There's 15 seconds on the play clock, so there's plenty of time here, folks.
Single coverage on Keegan here on the side.
And he's throwing the ball to
the
wide open Keegan Johnson, and they're going to call that a touchdown. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
Great catch, and took a shot at the end. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag for a defenseless player there. But when you have one-on-one coverage and he's got the size advantage, that play is going to be available all night long.
So a 27-yard pitch and catch throw from Johansson to Keegan Johnson, and they're setting up for the 2-point conversion play as LJ takes the ball. And is he going to be stopped?
They said
They're
no.
going to say it is no good. It is now 6-7. The 2-point conversion is no good. He was stopped short. We thought he had the distance. 6-7 Thunderbirds.
Yeah, a little wrinkle there. Typically they run that play with Keegan, and Keegan was in the backfield, but they snapped it directly to LJ. Just came up a little bit short, but a great answer from Bellevue West. Obviously, the strength of this team is in their offense. Not to put any shame on the defense. They're playing pretty darn well right now. But the offense for Bellevue West did what they were supposed to do. And let's see what Coach McVeigh was able to do with the defense here, see if we can respond.
You limit big plays. That's usually works to the strength of the Thunderbird defense. When you give up big plays, 30-yard passes, it's going to be pretty tough to keep anybody out of the end zone.
Some people were predicting this game could be, even a 43-point blowout, but it's looking already at the start like it's probably going to be a lot closer than that. I hope so. I'm ready for a good game.
Southwest came to play, folks.
Well, they had to drive a bit to get there.
It's about an hour and a half, if.
But they're on the far side of Lincoln, so an hour and a half.
Hunter Brown kicks the ball off as the kicker, and he nails it back. And it is a ball is fumbled by number 25, and here comes the coverage team, and he's going to get it out to the 11-yard, 12, 13-yard line. That's a good return after almost fumbling the ball away. Fortunate
to pick up to the 13-yard line. He made first contact on the 5, but a good elusive play. That ball just dropped. That could be the change of weather. The ball's just a little bit heavier now than it has been earlier in the year.
You come to here as a full moon. You come to Feynman Field the day before Halloween. It's a spooky place, kind of a house of horrors for visiting folks. They have won 18 straight games here, the Thunderbirds have, and on first down, it is stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was number 77 David Waller or if that was Jack McDonald maybe who – I don't know who laid it, but good stick. No, Caden Camise. I'm sorry, Caden. No disrespect. Could have guessed it probably.
The big guy, number 99, Caden Camise. It'll be second down and 9.5 to go here, and Fritton is in the backfield, and he's looking to pass over to his right. He throws over the middle to number 10, Jackson Decker.
Yeah, Jackson Decker is their backup quarterback. It's listed right here, but 6'3", 185. He looks taller than 6'3". That's a big target there in the middle of the field.
He found a soft spot in the zone, and he just planted his feet there and said, I'm going to catch the ball. Third down and 3 to go here early in the first quarter with 7 minutes on the clock, and the ball is knocked down. So it will be an incomplete pass, and who else? But I believe it was Jack McDonald.
Well, it looked like I was guessing maybe Brent Ginter got to it, number 52.
Caden Camise again,
sorry,
number
Brent,
99.
trying to give you a shout there. What a great response there for the defense.
So you get a stop right away after scoring. So see if they can flip the field here with a good punt by number 90, Braden Bessman.
Yeah, this is a little bit more what Bellevue West is used to.
And he's looking to, and it was a rugby-style kick, so he rolled out, and the ball is kicked out of bounds. Where are they going to mark it? We'll see. Was there a penalty flag over there?
I didn't see that. I saw.
I think there's a penalty flag on the field.
Bellevue West decided not to bring pressure to the kick. I wonder if Lincoln Southwest is ever going to use that to attempt a fake later on in the game, something to keep our eyes on. Yeah, they're discussing something.
Yeah, there looks like there's a penalty flag thrown out of bounds about the 37-yard line.
Somebody was cheating, Jeremy. I don't like when they do that. I like a clean game.
Southwest is clapping like it is against Bellevue West. We'll find out here in a second. Right now, Bellevue West, without a penalty, would start at the 45-yard line.
Some people would say that Bellevue West has had a hard time with penalties this year. Not me. I think they're a heck of a football team.
The head referee looks like he has talked to everybody in his crew now, and it is against. It's going to be against Micah Riley, unsportsmanlike conduct. 15 yards back further, so they will start at the 30-yard line to start this drive. And everybody on the southwest sideline is very happy after that call.
You know, it's not the first time Mike Riley's been called with that this season. And I think as a budding star, I think opposing teams are going to take shots at him until he learns to keep that part of his game in check.
And the ball is thrown out to a bubble screen over here to Keegan Johnson, and he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage for about a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Carter McElhouse read that perfectly, and the ball hung in the air for just a little bit too long, allowed Carter to close and make a good stop on Keegan.
When you look at the Southwest roster, you see a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors. There's a lot of experience on this team, and they show it. They're playing hard right now, 5:55 here in the first quarter. They've come to play as Johansson can't find anybody open. He's going to be hit for a gain about a half a yard.
Don't see that very often when all of the receiver targets are well covered, but they were. Just great secondary player by Lincoln Southwest. Johansson didn't have anywhere to go.
Johansson here, 3rd and 10 to go. It'll be interesting if you don't pick up any yards here on 3rd down, what Huffman might do early in the game as a corner blitz comes. Oh, and it was almost tipped by 3 people across the middle in the direction of both Caden Helms and Marcus Baptiste.
Wow.
So they're going to punt the ball. It went 3 and out, folks. 3 and out, this Thunderbird offense.
And look at across the field, their team and fans are fired up. That's an energy that Bellevue West doesn't always have on their side. Good for them, too. They drove all this way. They're showing up great, 7-7.
You know, and I haven't kept a good enough stats over the season to see this has got to be less than 10 punts total for the Thunderbirds here, as the fair catch is caught around the 38-yard line by number 25.
Jeremy, I'm just taking a guess. That personal foul will not be the last personal foul called in this game. It is a little chippy, perhaps. The kids are playing pretty tough right now, as you'd expect them to do.
So here we go as Southwest is going to start on the 37-yard line. And we'll see here what Colin Fritton and the Southwest Silverhawks offense can do here, as he's got 2 wide receivers out to his right and a flanker in the backfield with the running back behind him.
Yeah, their best option so far have been the throw. Let's look for them to continue to test us.
Coach Wade is trying to get the fans into this. This is a home game, folks. Oh, and the ball is almost completed to number 3 for Justice Schmidt.
Boy, if that ball is thrown 2 feet in front of him, that's a touchdown. He had a lot of room. Unfortunately, it was behind him. He had to back up and almost had the ball ready for an interception.
That was Will Keyser on the coverage there, wasn't that?
Yeah,
not?
looked like it.
So if you look at Justice Schmidt and you see him 6'5", Will Keyser is only listed at 5'11". There's a big height difference there, folks.
Yeah, but what I tell you, they're going to test these corners until we prove that we can stop them.
So Southwest hands the ball off to their running back, number 83, Cal Newell.
Yep, defensive line there for Bellevue West doing their job, holding up their end of it, and it is a 3rd down Another chance for Bellevue West to get off the field.
3rd and 10 to go here. Let's see if the Bellevue West defense can get off the field. The crowd is not inspired by the music being played. Stand up and shout.
That would be my complaint. Can I complain, Jeremy? I think Bellevue West is so used to winning. Moments like this, we should be ready, and it's not quite the energy.
You know, as he goes to pass to Fritton, and the ball's almost completed. It was a great effort there. Fantastic effort by Justice Smith. He had a step on him. He has the height. He has the wingspan. He just couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, that's the thing. Will Keyser had great coverage. He just is short by about 6 inches, and we were fortunate to drop that ball.
So the ball will be kicked back to the Bellevue West offense. Braden Bestman on his 2nd punt of the night here after the 3-and-out by the defense.
See if Bellevue West puts pressure on him this time.
So
like
here it comes. And the ball is kicked off safely, and Keegan lets it fall. And it will be downed at the 15, 16-yard line. Southwest is pumped up on their side of the field, like we're saying. And, of course, you have the right to complain. It hasn't stopped you before.
This is about the worst starting position for the Bellevue West offense after a 3-0. They're used to being on the 40-yard line or better.
It was a fantastic punt, and Southwest is playing field position here. 15, 16-yard line. Let's see what Johansson and company can do. And they're going to hand the ball off to L.J. Richardson, who gives it to Devon Hall on the reverse, and he is going down the field. He's going to be untouched. He's running the whole way to the 20. That's 15, 10, 5, and it is touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Thunderbirds on the reverse play. Johansson to L.J. to Devon Hall.
That was a remarkable run. He showed the speed to turn the corner, but just as impressive were the blocks along the way. A beautifully executed play for the entire team and an 80-yard score.
84 yards on the touchdown reverse play, and we'll see if they'll go for the 2-point conversion here. Right now it is 12-7.
That's a pretty good response there.
And it looks like there's a timeout. There's confusion on the field, and we will go to our first timeout read.
He's a senior, right? That Hall, the guy who just scored.
I believe he's a freshman.
Whoa! Hey.
A freshman.
Woo.
Here's our timeout read. We'd like to remind our viewers to check out the thunderbeat.org for news, features, and entertainment coverage of the Bellevue West, the Bellevue Offutt community.
What a great website. I love that place.
You can follow at The Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest website updates. And brand new this year is the Apple App Store for our free Thunderbeat app.
Oh, my
AJ.
gosh. I have that.
Just search The Thunderbeat, download, and stay up to date with all the news coverage at Bellevue West.
Shouts to Mr. Rouse and Mr. Stuvey and Abstentia. Those guys run a clean program there.
Fantastic. So here we go. It'll be a 2-point conversion attempt here to try to get to 14-0. And Keegan is going to be untouched, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion. It is 14-7. 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's not as flashy as some of the other plays, but that's a heck of a run. There were 3 different defenders from Lincoln Southwest that had a chance, and Keegan either outran them or made the correct cut to get around them. Just a beautiful run from an excellent football player.
So how do you rally from that after giving up one play? That was a one-play touchdown drive. What do you do here if you're Southwest to come back out?
I don't know. Try it again, perhaps. And what do you think so far about the game? What's your take?
It's very exciting. A lot is happening, and I'm just trying to keep up.
That's great. And if you could compare this game so far to a rap/hip-hop album, what would it be most like?
I don't know. I am listening to Swimming by Mac Miller right now. That's a good one.
There you go, Mac Miller.
Hunter Brown looking to kick the ball off for the Thunderbirds here, and with 3:56 to go in the first quarter. And back to the back, and there you have number 25 for them, Kyron Kornsbrook. And he almost fumbles the ball, and he's down at the 11-yard line.
You know, I've done that play in softball before. Two guys running for the ball and you forget to call it, and that happens. It's okay. That happens.
So the Thunderbird defense comes back out after a 3
It
and out.
hurts when it happens. I ran into my Uncle Bob. Clocked me pretty good, but we were able to turn a double play out of it. So
they've had 2 back-to-back 3 and outs the last 2 drives that the defense has been out there. As Fritton, it looked like there might have been a false start on that play, but they're going to let it play, and it is, of course, completed to number 3. We've said his name all night, Justice Schmidt.
Yeah, he's a heck of a ball player, and it's been 2 straight 3 and outs before this one, and yet Lincoln Southwest has had opportunities in the passing game. They're having success there. Look for them to continue trying that.
On that first down play, it'll be 32-yard line to start this set of downs here. Keyser gets pulled off to the sidelines. He's going to get a talking to as Fritton looks over the middle and is completed again to, I believe it's number 10 for them, Jackson Decker.
Yeah, Preston Ames read that, and as soon as the pass was made, he was on that coverage. Excellent tackle and stick.
2nd and 7 to go here. As you get any kind of pressure up front from the big 4 from oh, wow, and just after saying that, number 66 shoots the gap.
Yeah, good Arden Jenkins having himself a game so far. He heard you, Jeremy. He was offended that you said they weren't getting any pressure.
And that'll be a loss of 4 on the play from the junior, number 66, Arden Jenkins.
And this is when you pin your ears back and try and create some more havoc. Had great success on the last 3rd down. See if they can emulate it.
3rd down and 11.
Replicate it? Duplicate it.
One of those located it.
Applicate it.
So passing play, and the ball is thrown. It was on time, and number 10 for them, number 10, Jackson Decker, almost comes up with the completion. It would have been a 1st down and more if he could have caught the ball.
Good coverage there by Jalen Avant there from Bellevue West. And another 3rd and out, 4th down.
Yeah, they got that 1st down, so they picked up 1 first down to
doesn't
get 10 yards further down the field.
If you don't get past the 32, it doesn't count.
So here to kick it off from the 31 where the ball will be snapped. Bestman kicks the ball, and it's end over end. Is giving Keegan a chance. He's going to field the ball at the 27, and he's going to get forward. He's dancing. He's doing a lot of dancing, folks. He's got through the middle. He almost got tackled, I swear, 11 times on that play for the longest 3-yard kickoff return ever. So they will start at the 28.5-yard line after I will give them 4 yards on that kickoff return.
That reminded me of dinner time at my house. Just throw pizza on the table and fight to get it, right? That was some of the best moves we've seen all night.
You almost, if Rouse could have put the Benny Hill music in there, there would have been
little yakety sax.
Yeah, a little yakety sack on that play. As the ball's handed off to L.J. Richardson, who's carrying defenders with him for an 8-yard gain.
That kid runs so hard. Just a big fella, as we have a Lincoln Southwest player down, number 37. Looks like Jordan Smith.
Jordan Smith is on the ground here as he'll be attended here. And we'll go to another timeout read. Tickets are on sale for this year's fall play.
Ooh.
2020, am I right?
Am I right?
An original play based on interviews of students, parents, and teachers in our community.
Wow, that sounds interesting.
The script tackles COVID, protests, the election, and even murder hornets.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's all live stream.
Whoa, that's cool.
Watch from the safety of your own home with as many family members as you would like for only $12.50.
What a bargain.
Get your tickets now at bwhsne.booktix, BOOKTIX.com.
You know, it's a really cool thing that they're doing with the fall play. All of the students in advanced theater, is that correct, Owen? Advanced theater interviewed people about a variety of topics from 2020, and then the story is the retelling of those interviews through the actors. You go and you might see somebody play my grandma. It's very exciting.
Wow.
Great-grandma Schollneighbor, if she's listening. She's not. And you also might see someone play my son Henry, 9-year-old Henry. Quite a difference there between the two. But I've seen rehearsing. It looks fantastic.
Well, get your tickets now at BWH.
I'm gonna.
SNE.booktix. That's BOOKTIX.com. 12:50. Watch it from home, folks. As
12 is that what time it is? Like at 12:50?
No,
it's an odd time.
$12.50.
Ooh, good price.
That's fantastic.
That's less than a Macklemore ticket. Is that who you were listening to on?
So,
Mac Miller. That's less than a Mac Miller ticket.
And they carry number 37 off the field. It's sad to see that for him.
Not putting any weight on that leg.
He's a senior, and you hate to see that go on possibly in the last game you might be playing for your high school career.
Yeah. Luke
Johansson in the backfield, and he's sending a signal to his wide receivers out to the right. Huffman is saying, you got to audible this way. And let's see what Johansson does is he hands the ball off to LJ. LJ gets to the corner here, and he's going to pick up, we'll call it 18 on that play. 18 is probably more like 20.
I tell you, it looked like a lot of confusion before the play. But if the play is simply, hey, go run fast, Richardson's pretty darn good at doing that. And lowered a hit at the end of that play, too. What a tough runner he is.
He will punish you. He goes into contact, folks. He doesn't run away from it.
And he doesn't dance around. He takes the ball and goes straight.
And the ball is pitched forward, so it'll count as a passing play, and Keegan will get about 3 yards on the pass play.
Yeah, excellent coverage there from Southwest. They are definitely keen on Keegan. It's almost as if they're saying, okay, Bellevue West, let somebody else beat us than Keegan Johnson.
They're keen on Keegan.
So it's almost like he's the key to the game, huh?
Yeah, or the key to the offense.
Ooh.
As our producer, the lovely Julie Rouse, is shaking her head as the puns come, and L.J. Richardson gets the ball for another 24-yard run.
Just straight up the gut. He found a hole, made the most of it. And if you had speed and power, you get 24 yards.
Grant Buddha on the tackle there.
Good job, Grant.
Number 14, he's a senior, 6 foot, 205 pounds.
If I was trying to tackle Richardson, what I would do is I'd just go right at his feet and hope he trips over me.
He is a big machine coming through the hole there. So here we have Johansson with LJ off to his right, and he will fake the pitch, handoff, and the ball is, I can't believe that Micah Riley caught it, and it'll be a touchdown, Thunderbirds.
Yeah, that was kind of down by his knees and right in between two defenders, but it was obviously on the money and hit him in stride. Well played.
I swear he tipped it to himself, but he is going away from us, so we couldn't see it completely. But it was a fantastic play.
Gosh, I was thinking in this offense, you got to wait your turn to eat. You know, there's so many targets, you're not going to feed everybody. And I actually was thinking that it had been a little quiet from number 88, but
number 10, Hunter Brown, on his first PAT attempt tonight. He's been good all season, and he does knock this one through, and it will be a 21-7 game. 36 seconds here to go in the first quarter still, folks. Bellevue West up.
What I find exciting about the PAT in this new, restricted way that we're sitting, they kick the ball through the uprights straight into the marching band. And the kids have to scatter so that they don't damage themselves or the instruments. You could say they could try to catch the ball, but of course we'd remind you that they're in marching band. So,
they have a tuba.
That'd be fun. Just kind of
try to 500. You catch the ball.
Speaking of tuba, there were a couple tuba players in the Hobbs family. A shout out to Mrs. Hobbs. Happy birthday! Happy 32nd birthday to Mrs. Hobbs.
Here we go as Hunter Brown is going to kick the ball off here to start the very few, not that many seconds left here to go in the first quarter.
We're still in the first quarter?
First quarter.
What?
So Hunter Brown lines up here to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Southwest is ready to receive the ball. They had a little bit of theatrics the last time Hunter Brown.
The last 2 times it's been exciting.
Yeah, as the ball is received well. And look at this play, and he's going to run it all the way back to the 40-yard line. Number 25, Kyan Consbrook.
Yeah, he's quick. And when he catches the ball and goes forward with it, he can obviously make some plays. That was a great return, good blocking from Lincoln Southwest. And I think, was that the best return against Bellevue West they've had this season?
It's been pretty close.
Let's go with it. It crushed it.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I'm sure Bellevue West likes to play better when they don't catch it so well.
Colin Frinton, the quarterback, number 1, is ready to receive the ball in an offset pistol formation as there's a flag on the play. And Will Keyser comes up with an interception. The defensive back, number 2, comes up with the interception. We'll find out what the penalty flag is, but I believe it was an illegal formation.
It looked like Justin Schmidt, their big star receiver from Lincoln Southwest, wasn't set and ready for that play.
Illegal shift on the offense. The penalty is going to be declined, and the Thunderbirds have the ball back. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Will Keyser's had a tough first quarter. He comes up with a fantastic interception.
Heck yeah, that's heart of a champion right there. You can get beat, but how do you respond? And that is a pretty good response. I tell you, Jeremy, we mentioned maybe a little bit of rust for Bellevue West. Well, they have knocked it off, and it's starting to look more like the championship team that we're used to seeing.
Here to start at the 41-yard line comes Luke Johansson and company, and he's going to throw the ball out to his left, and LJ cannot receive it, not bring it in. And there was a lot of defensive players out there for Southwest covering that play.
Yeah, we've tried that play a couple times. It just seems a little bit slower to set up than other plays that we have. Richardson's smart, though, to fall on it. It looked like it was a forward pass, but you got to be safe than sorry. Correct.
Second down, 10 to go here, 16 seconds on the clock. As Johansson gets the ball, he's rolling out to his left, and he will throw it incomplete to Baptiste, number 14, Marcus Baptiste.
I like what Lincoln Southwest is doing. They're trying to bring pressure from different areas, but the offensive line from Bellevue West, the Thunder Hogs, have picked it up all night long, and Johansson's really had a pretty clean pocket.
I think the only time he's got hit was on that play that, that they roughed the passer. So it's third down and 10 to go here as the ball is then thrown to Micah Riley. It is complete for about 5 yards on the 45-yard line. Let's see what the Riverboat Gambler Michael Huffman's going to do on this play.
Yeah, I get nervous on defensive stops like that. It looked like he went straight to his knees, and I know you got to go low against a big target, but you worry about the safety of the players.
And that's the end of the first quarter, 21-7.
That's good. I like that, Jeremy. That's good. I like it. It's fun.
So, after a fantastic first quarter, we also have a score update here. In the 8-9 matchup, you have Gretna 14, Kearney nothing, with 6 minutes to go here in the first half.
The opponent for next week?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
The winner,
Gretna, the Dragon.
Yeah, the winner of the 8-9 matchup, Gretna and Kearney, will come here to Feynman Field if the, Bellevue West wins this game.
Can I just say something? Am I allowed to say, Miss Rouse, can I say that I don't like Gretna? No, I can't say that? Okay, then I respect Gretna.
So it'll be fourth down and 6 to go from the 45-yard line as the Thunderbirds will now travel northward, and there is a definite false start. Caden Helms was the only one on that play to start.
Just trying to get an extra step. He got an extra 4.
Extra 4 or 5 on that play. So,
he was open.
So that will bring out the punt team.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the third down play you want to have there.
Seth Gage, the punter for the Thunderbirds.
This would be my only concern for Bellevue West at this point. Obviously, they're the more talented team, and everybody's talking West Side, Bellevue West. I worry that sometimes the focus is not as strong as it could be. I say that as they're winning 21-7 at the end of the first quarter, but if you're playing a quality opponent and you don't keep your foot on the gas, you never know what's going to happen.
After the punt from Seth Gage, They downed the punt there at the 26-yard line. So here we go as the Southwest Silverhawks come back out on offense, led by Colin Fritton, number 1.
Come on, Colin. Let's make something happen.
Colin is handing the ball off to number 28, and he turns the corner. He gets out for a 12-yard gain.
Yeah.
Number 28, Ashton Wright. That's the first time we called his name tonight.
Who made the tackle, Jeremy? We've said his name all night. Will Keyser. Good stop there. Touchdown saving tackle.
He was the only one left out on the island, and he made the play.
Yeah, showed some wheels there on the run. Nice quick speed.
First down and 10 to go here from the 36-yard line. As Colin Frinton hands the ball off again to number 28, Ashton Wright, and he will get 4 or 5 on the play.
That's the second time they've gone to the weak side in a row. I wonder if they're seeing something they like. But they've had success, obviously. Gain of 5, gain of 10.
Number 62 comes off the field for the Thunderbirds, Andre Norman. So the ball is thrown over the middle to number 42, and it is caught. Number 42, Will Jessup.
Preston Ames with another stick right in the middle. That's a hit you remember the next day.
Third down and 1 to go here, right at the 46-yard line.
Interesting play call here for Southwest. Do you try and just quarterback sneak right up and pick up the one? Try and run the corner where you've had success this drive?
And they will in an offset pistol formation here. And they're going to give the ball and try to go forward. And they are stopped by the Bellevue West defensive line. And number 26.
Is that Kier? Who's number
Ryan
26?
Rogers.
Oh, sorry, Ryan. Missed you. Yeah, I don't love that play. If you need to go forward 1 yard, why do you start by going backwards 6?
So here we have,
big play,
and they're
Jeremy.
still not under center like you want them to be, as Fritton's in the shotgun again, and the ball is handed off, and he is tackled in the backfield by number 66, Arden Jenkins.
Arden Jenkins with the second tackle for loss of the night. He got through that hole quick, Jeremy.
Wow, he was there for the handoff, and that was a loss of 2.
Yeah, I get you got to make that it's the right play the right call to make there as a coach. You know, you don't want to go down 28-7, but at the same time, you're handing Bellevue West the ball on your own 43-yard line.
Thunderbirds get the ball back here on the 43 as they give the ball to LJ. LJ goes ahead for 4.5. So
yeah,
it'll be 2nd and 6.
And this is where you just start leaning on that talented offensive line. The holes are going to just keep getting bigger and bigger. The arm tackles are going to start missing even more. That run game is just going to keep getting better throughout the game.
And the ball's handed off again to LJ. He's a workhorse, folks, and he goes ahead for the first down. The 30-yard line.
Yeah, took a shot right in the thigh, but he's a tough kid. He bounced right back up, ready to go again.
First down, Thunderbirds on that play. Johansson is ready to do hurry-up offense, is waiting for his receivers to get set off to the right. He's got 3 of them over there. And the ball, and he's going to send LJ out to his right as well. And he's going to throw the ball, and he's going to, there's going to be a penalty flag on that. He was all over Keegan Johnson. I don't know if the ball was going to be completed or not, but he was definitely interfered with, folks.
I think that was a horse tackle, a horse collar, and a face mask, all wrapped into a pass interference.
He spun him around on that one.
You know, you said it was uncatchable, but how many times have we?
So Johansson, after the penalty, will get a new set of downs, and he rolls out to his left, throws the ball over to Caden Helms, and they're going to call it no catch. Oh, wow. The entire sideline thought it was a catch. We thought it was a catch.
Because it was a catch. That's why we thought it was.
The only person who didn't think it was a catch was the sideline official.
Disagree. So it looked to me, obviously, like he had possession, crossed the pylon, fell onto the ground, held it, kind of cuddled a little bit, and then handed the ball off. Not a completion?
Not a completion tonight, folks.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Johansson hands the ball off to L.J. Richardson. He goes all the way down to the 5-yard line on 2nd down.
Another tough run there. It looks like it's ready to just punch it right in. kind of carried a couple defenders with him.
He didn't get the first down.
It's gotta
They're
be
going to
pretty
say
close.
it's 3rd down and inches to go right outside the 5.
Boy, if Bellevue West doesn't pick this up, they're probably going to kick a field goal.
I don't think so.
No.
I think they're going to go for it in that situation with this offensive line and this running back as he hands the ball off to L.J. Richardson, and he goes down to the 1-yard line. They will get a new set of downs, 1st and goal to go from the 1.5.
That's an interesting play call. You need to go forward about a half an inch, and instead they do a misdirection to both sides to set up the run for the gut. It's a cool play call. It worked.
Yeah, then they spread the defense out, and Johansson is in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off to L.J. Richardson. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. L.J. Richard all day, son.
Yeah,
Touchdown.
Almost like an isolation play in the NBA. Just let everyone go to the corners and run it straight up the gut.
So it's 27-7, 8:09 in the first half to go, and they bring on Hunter Brown to kick the PAT.
This is where I'm jealous. All day, son. How did I not come up with that? Golly, you're so good at this, Jeremy.
We all have our strengths.
Now I'm going to come up with a nickname for every other player on the team.
Hunter Brown kicks the ball through, and it's a 28-7.
More like Punter Brown.
He's not the punter.
The kicker.
He's just
okay, I'll keep working on it.
8:09 after that fantastic drive after getting the ball back on the turnover on downs. Bellevue West goes up 28-7, 8:09 to go.
And a heavy dose of running at this point. If we look across the field, remember we saw a whole lot of energy and excitement that just isn't there right now. Their players are starting to get a little bit more deflated, starting to see the season slowly trickle away, and this is where Bellevue West just pushes.
So here we go, 8:09 to kick the ball off from the 40-yard line as we have Hunter Brown.
More like
lineup.
Punter Brown? Huh?
No.
He's still. Is this a punt?
This is a free kick from the tee.
Okay.
So here we go to start.
From free kick Brown.
Here we go. Great kickoff here by Brown as the ball is bounding and Southwest fields it about the 7. He gets up to about the 15-yard line. We'll call it the 15. And Silverhawks will return on offense after being stopped on downs to see what they can do here.
Yeah, it was a great stick by the Thunderbeats own C.J. Lillienkamp. He made first contact and last contact, held him up pretty darn good. Ooh, a little bit of taunting here from the Bellevue West team. Why so quiet? Well, scores 28-7, guys.
They are playing great. Let's give props to Southwest.
Well, they came in and played a really solid first 10 minutes. They're just outmatched at this point.
Yeah, they are still playing hard. They're not giving up as the ball is handed off to number 28. I'm sorry, not number 83, Cal Newell.
Southwest has a tradition of talent and good teams. It's a proud program, so they're not going to quit.
You know, Andrew Sherman has been the coach, the head coach since 2016 for this the Silverhawk team. And his regular season record is 27-19. He's 1-5 in the playoffs, including the win last week for them. But he's been on the staff since 2002. He was there when Mark King was the head coach.
Good coverage there by Trayvon Jones. He's loses a little bit of height when he matches up against number 3, but he was able to redirect him around a little bit and get him off of his route.
So it'll be 3rd down and 11 to go here. And who else is in the backfield but Arden Jenkins?
Have yourself a game,
oh,
Jenkins.
Man.
Goodness
You can
gracious.
take the whole second half off because he's played an entire game, folks.
I'm impressed, Arden. Can I just say, I'm impressed.
He's been impressive all year long.
Arden's more. He's playing hard than some of the others.
Keep trying.
Jenkins, okay.
Arden, has to take over for T.J. Griffin, David Shannon from last year. Those are big shoes to fill, literally, as the ball is punted and is downed by the Silverhawks by number 3. Number 3, Justice Schmidt, at the 42-yard line.
Starting to look a little bit more like the script that Coach Huffman likes. Good, strong defense, punt to about the 40-yard line, give your potent offense a quick, short field, go on the attack. Now, we saw a lot of run in the last offensive series for Bellevue West. I wonder if they're going to try and feed the receivers a little bit here.
So here we go, 6:47 on the clock here in the second quarter, as Johansson and company come out again to try to put more points on the board. As he's rolling out to his right, and he will find an open, I believe that's Keegan.
Yeah.
Keegan's out there for a 7-yard pickup.
So, Jeremy, I'm not 100% sure how the NSAA works. Is it like college football where you get style points for scoring more? For instance, if Bellevue West were to go up big, would they be ranked higher next week?
You can't get any higher than first.
Okay.
And since they're the number 1 seed, they will be the number 1 seed through the tournament.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
No matter if they win by 1 or they win by 100. And the ball is thrown to Davon Hall. He was wide open on a 9 route down the sideline. Incomplete. They just couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, just a little too much mustard on that ball. Like you said, the Hall had about 3 steps. Boy, that kid's exciting.
And he is a freshman, folks. He has 3 more years.
So he's the same age. Well, I was going to call out another freshman. I know another freshman who's not that size. He's much smaller and slower.
And he plays in the band.
Well, but he plays well. He plays with heart.
As the ball's handed off to L.J. Richardson, and he'll get the first down on 3rd here. He goes down for about a 7-8 yard line.
Yeah, it looked about 7 or 8 to me, too. I like the perimeter blocking that our receivers are doing, our tight ends are doing. Sometimes you have star talent on the end there, and they don't kind of want to do the dirty work. But Bellevue West kind of prides themselves on being well-rounded players.
If you want to play wide receiver in this offense, you have to block. As the Johansson's flushed out, and he's going to throw the ball ahead of the line of scrimmage. It's going to be it was incomplete, but he threw the ball ahead of the line of scrimmage here, and it will be we'll see what they do if they elect to keep the penalty or not.
To his defense, he only was about 2 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage. He wasn't way over it. It was close.
It's only 6 feet, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. It'll be first down, and they're going to push him back 5 yards.
Yeah, and it's he didn't need to do it, too, because he had great protection from his line.
It's going to be a loss of down.
Yeah, 5 yards and a loss of down. Is that correct?
Yeah, when you have an illegal forward pass, you lose a down.
Well, our scoreboard says first down, so I'm going with that.
It's going to be 2nd down and 14 to go here.
It doesn't say it. It says first, so.
2nd down and 14 to go.
Or first.
Here. And Johansson's going to receive the ball in the shotgun, and there's a corner blitz, and they hand the ball off to LJ anyway. The corner is following him. He's going to go down for about a 20, let's call it 22 yards on that play.
Jeez.
He outran the blitzing cornerback, and he beat everybody to the hole.
That run is so impressive because it looks common. We're starting to get used to it. But that was speed, that was blocking, that was power. That's everything you're looking for. Wow. Poor number 35, Jared Tuff from Southwest, got up, kind of shook his head like, what am I supposed to do against this guy?
And in the backfield, they are going to go to the Wildcat formation.
Ooh.
You see Richardson in the backfield here to take the snap. He gets the ball, and it is mishandled, and it's going to be a loss of about 7 or 8 on the play.
Do you suppose that's why he's not the quarterback?
It could be. It's okay, though.
That's fine.
It's 2nd down, and they're going to say 18 to go.
Let's try it again, though. I bet they'll try. No, they're not going to try.
Grant Buda was there to cover up LJ in the backfield for the tackle for loss. And Johansson is now back in as the quarterback position instead of spread out to the right. And he's going to throw the ball to Caden Helms. Caden climbs the ladder. You just can't catch the ball in that one.
Okay, so Jeremy, sometimes I pretend like I don't know, but can you remind me what is shield guarding, right? Face guarding where you can't.
Face guarding.
That's what I meant to say. What is that? And how come he didn't call him on that? Looked like he was face guarding.
He was.
My eyes are open, agape.
Yes.
And they're not going to call it?
They're not going to call it.
Well, shame. We're not getting – well, never mind.
Johansson rolls out to his right, and he's going to throw the ball over, and it almost caught by Keegan. He had the ball, almost secured the catch. There was traffic.
If he would have held on to that ball, that would have been a beautiful catch, maybe his best of the year. Great defense for the past two plays. And here it is, 4th and 17.
4th and 17, and they're going to do something we haven't seen them do all season long. Kick a field goal.
Wow.
It's when you kick the ball.
What's
for
that?
3 points to go through.
Can they do that?
They can do that.
Oh,
this
man.
is the first attempt at home that we've seen a field goal.
Hunter, he hasn't made one of these all season. I'm nervous.
I think he made one at Millard South, and it goes through.
He's perfect.
And it's kicks. That was a 27-yarder.
Hunter.
30. Oh, it's like a 31-yard field goal. It was a nice field goal. Is 31-7 after the field goal's good. 4:42 in the second quarter. 31-7 over Southwest.
Yeah, pretty exciting game here. Lots of good plays for Bellevue West on both sides of the ball, although it's starting to slow down. Jeremy, what do we need to get to that running clock in the second half?
You got to be over 35.
Are we there yet?
We're not there yet.
Okay. Well, here's hoping. Miss Rouse, how are we holding up back there? Miss Rouse is doing just great, but I'm going to say she's doing better than great. That Miss Rouse is fantastic. If you're at home, give a round of applause to Miss Rouse.
She makes it happen. Her and everybody in room 426.
But mainly just her. And some other kids too, but she's the one.
She makes this circus happen. She is the ringleader here. Hunter Brown is going to kick the ball off again. As 4:42 on the clock, 31-7 Thunderbirds. 31-7 as they kick the ball off in the bounding ball again to number 25, and he is hit. That was a violent tackle there on the return, kickoff return.
Jack McDonald like a missile.
Kyan Consbrook, the junior, 5'7", running back, 130 pounds, just met Jack McDonald.
Yeah, we haven't called his name a whole lot tonight. And I think Lincoln Southwest is smartly trying to run away from his side of the ball. But, geez, he went and found his target, locked in. Heck of a tackle.
Is it fair to say that Arden Jenkins and the boys are coming back out to try to stop this Silverhawk defense again?
Oh, they're hungry. You can tell they're fired
their
up.
Ears back, and the ball is handed off on a misdirection play off to the left to number 83, Cal Newell.
Yeah, strung it out as far as they could, but just kind of ran out of field and distance. So he ran for a long time, but looks like he only picked up 1.
Yeah, about 1.5 as they fenced him to the sidelines. You know, you've seen games over this year where Bellevue West hasn't set an edge. Tonight they've set an edge. You know, they'll fence them over to the sideline if they have to, bring them back to the middle of the field where there's more tacklers. They're doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Great linebacker play, great edge play.
And number 19, as the ball it was a gadget play on that one, and Keyser was over here. Is that also number 20? Number 20.
Yeah, Preston Ames was there. Good coverage for Bellevue West. You know, I'll just say this. The ball was thrown interestingly, and if it had maybe more of a spiral, it could have been picked.
Yes.
But since it had kind of an interesting little, can I call it a wobble?
Or flutter.
It looked.
Number 19,
It
Bergen
didn't react how it should have.
Anderson, I believe, was on the gadget play as he threw the ball out of the backfield. And, wow, Jack McDonald. Wow, Jack McDonald tries to get the quarterback sacked, can't get to it, and the ball was thrown directly at number 41.
CJ, the Thunderbeats' own Lillienkamp, had it in his hands. That's a touchdown. But, he's already had 4 on the year. He didn't want 5.
So Jack McDonald provided the initial pressure, and who else but number 66, Arden Jenkins, is trying to track down Colin Fritton about 15 yards back, and he's going to get called for roughing the passer on that one. So
That's
Lincoln
questionable.
Southwest is going to get first down out of this play via the penalty.
Keep them coming, Bellevue West.
As Arden Jenkins gets called for the penalty, it's probably the only mistake he's made tonight or all week at school.
Some people have said that penalties have been free to come against Bellevue West this season. I don't know if I would agree with that or not. I will tell you tonight, a couple questions. I think we're getting hosed.
As Fritton rolls out to his right.
Don't touch him.
And number 3, Justice Smith gets about an 8-yard. They're going to call it 7 yards.
They're going to try the hey defense against the quarterback. Just talk real fast and quick at him. Hope to scare him. It is Halloween,
Boo.
Boo. I'm going to shake my hands at you.
And number 83 is Hannibal Cal Newell is going to get he's going to get a 1 yard on the run.
Ryan Rogers held on and threw him back. That's a good stick by the linebacker.
3rd down and 2 to go. 3:22. The clock is still moving here in the second quarter.
The last couple 3rd and shorts for Lincoln Southwest have not gone well for them. Look at this, still lining up 6 yards back.
They do this kind of pistol, and he's tackled for loss in the backfield. Who's going to get credit for this one?
Ryan Rogers.
Yeah,
just great penetration.
CJ Lillienkamp was there too.
Looks like they're going to go for it again, 4th and 3.
4th and 3 from their own 44.5, and they are sending out the punt team here late.
Smart move.
And they're going to punt the ball back to Bellevue West. Keegan goes back to receive the punt. Number 90, Braden Bessman, 6'2", 185, the senior, here to punt the ball back to.
Make sure he punts it here. Oh.
And there's a penalty flag. It looks like they're going to call. Are they going to call
yeah, they
delay
weren't
a game, or are they going to get a timeout? Let's see what the referees confirm. No foul. We're going to get a timeout here, and we'll go to our 3rd read. Yearbooks can be ordered in room 426.
Ooh, I love that place. It's kind of like, I'm sorry, you can finish your read.
Before and after school and during the 3rd, 5th, and 7th period. You know how much they are, AJ?
$300.
$55.
What?
They are $55.
Get right out of town with that nonsense.
Order yours now. We take cash and checks, or you can pay with
Apple
a credit
Pay?
card online at yearbookforever.com. That's yearbookforever, all one word. And if you have any questions, see Miss Rouse or a yearbook staffer.
Yearbook Forever, that reminds me of a song I heard earlier this week called Friends Forever by the band Zack Attack. They are remaking Saved by the Bell, and I couldn't be happier. Just as happy as I get when I walk in room 426 and order a
news
yearbook.
Here, as Braden Bessman is going to kick the ball and punt it. He'll see if he punts it. It's kind of a rugby-style kick, but he does kick the ball. The ball is just barely gets by Will Keyser, and the ball is downed at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's a smart play. The rugby kick, the weight, I get it. I hate that play. It seems a little, you know what I mean?
one of these times he's going to take off. And
I know, it's
catch
not really
the defense sleeping.
Well, not our defense. Bellevue West defense is awake.
On the 19-yard line, here comes Luke Johansson and company trying to push it over 35 before we get to half.
Let's avoid some more flag haberdashery here.
And the ball is handed off to LJ. LJ goes forward for 13 yards on the first down play.
First point of contact came 10 yards after the line of scrimmage. Just excellent blocking there by the Thunderhogs.
First down on the play, and we'll see what they do here as the ball is going to be thrown this time by Luke Johansson to a wide open Keegan Johnson on the comeback route, and he catches the ball, and it is another first down. 2 plays on this drive, 2 first downs.
Yeah, they've done a good job of limiting Keegan's yards after contact. He's so dangerous with the ball in his hands. But tonight, he's been relatively quiet. Now, having said that, he's got close to 100 yards receiving.
So it's first down play here, 1:52 on the clock as Johansson avoids the sack, and the ball's thrown over out of bounds, but he was being chased down by number 22 for the Silverhawks, Kalo Evans.
Yeah, Kalo Evans with great penetration. Not the first time he's put a little pressure on Johansson. And Johansson just made the smart play. Throw it away. Don't risk a turnover. Don't force it. Get back and try second down.
Second down and 10 here from their own 42-yard line as the Silverhawks are traveling northward to try to pick up another touchdown before the half is over with.
Jeremy, you have called the Thunderbirds the Silverhawks so many times tonight.
They're both birds, right?
Well,
yeah, I know. I need to do a lot better at that. I apologize.
Jeremy, it's just you're so good at this in every way. Remember 10 minutes ago when you said all day?
All day. LJ with the first down run. The Thunderbirds are continuing their fantastic drive before half.
Do you think the Thunderbirds look at each other and sing Friends Forever to each other?
I don't know. As the ball is played on that wonderful bubble screen that we've seen a couple times tonight, as the offensive line gets out in front and tries to mow over people. It's 1:22 to go here in the first.
Yeah, just try to get your playmakers the ball. Keegan Johnson with open field, but good, solid tackle by Southwest.
Hurry up offense still as Johansson's going to throw to a wide open Caden Helms, and he just can't connect. There was no one within 5 yards of him.
Caden Helms made a break. Oh, boy, he was open. Just a little too much mustard.
That was a perfect play call.
Yeah, Johansson's just a little off this game.
It's the coldest game they've had to play so far. He is wearing a glove on his left hand. As 1 minute and 9 seconds to go here on the third down play. Johansson is in the shotgun. He's looking to the left. Oh, he's going to take off and run. He didn't get stripped. He goes ahead for a 5-yard, 6-yard gain. That was a quarterback scramble / quarterback draw. Just have him run for the first down play, and they're going to call timeout.
Okay, let's be honest. Were you terrified that he was going to get destroyed?
I was worried that he was going to fumble the ball.
Oh, excellent job,
Hey, I've got great news here.
Well, I love great news.
Congratulations to the varsity volleyball team for their district championship win and qualifying for the state tournament for the first time in 14 years.
Oh, boy, those girls are good at volleyball.
The first round of the state tournament will be on Wednesday, November 4th at 6 p.m. Check NSAAhome.org, NSAAhome.org for specific seedings and broadcast information. Fantastic job, ladies.
Jeremy, do you know the tradition of the volleyball team here at Bellevue West?
Enlighten me.
Very good. That's
good.
the tradition. Remember the Huskers in the 90s? The volleyball team at Bellevue West, even better. And I'm not exaggerating. So it's exciting to get those girls back to the winning ways as
Johansson throws to Caden Helms, and they connect this time, and he does get out of bounds. 53 seconds on the clock, and it'll be first down and goal to go from the 5.5-yard line.
You know, Caden Helms often doesn't get mentioned as everybody else. He's a heck of a football player. If he's your second, third, fourth option, and I don't know if he is, but man, Bellevue West is loaded.
Caden Helms, the junior, he'll be back for his senior season next year as Johansson rolls out to his right, and he's going to find a wide open Keegan Johnson for a touchdown, Thunderbirds.
Yeah, some of those leading passes that Johansson's missed earlier in the game just got perfectly placed there for Keegan so that the defender couldn't get a touch on it. Good position by Keegan. Great toss and catch for the touchdown.
Number 6, Keegan Johnson. He's so awesome, folks, as Hunter Brown lines up for the PAT.
Keegan Johnson is awesome. So awesome.
Number 10, Hunter Brown goes for the PAT. Oh, and that was almost blocked, folks.
How about this? Keegan Johnson, number 6, because he scores so many touchdowns, which are also worth 6 points.
Yeah. He's also leading the team in the scoring point average. Points per game, 15.6.
And 157 yards per game average. That's really good.
Really good.
Wow.
I wish you could have him on a fantasy team with those kind of numbers.
Speaking of fantasy, Jeremy, in the time that since we've last on, you and I played in fantasy football, did we not?
We did.
Who won that one? That would be Mr. AJ Reimer. AJ, that's me, beat Jeremy and beat Ben, and I'm calling my shot. The third Reimer brother beating him this weekend. Maybe it's because Sam still hasn't set his lineup and has about 4 guys on buys. Feeling pretty good about that one.
As 48 seconds left to go here in the first half, it is a 38-7 lead by the Thunder.
When I beat Jeremy in fantasy football, this is what happened. Yeah.
We
All
have a
day,
little bit
son.
of sound effects here tonight. Number 10, Hunter Brown kicks the ball off to number 25, Kylan. Number 25, Kyan Kornsbrook.
Okay, I have a new favorite thing, and that's called watching Jack McDonnell on return coverage. He's so exciting running up that field. Now, he wasn't there for the tackle. It looked like number 41, C.J. Lillincamp, was able to bring down. But
we need to watch on that play. Number 4, Trayvon Jones, came up hobbling.
No.
He's a starting defensive back for the Thunderbirds. He's trying to walk it off, stretch it out a little here. Number 28,
Avant.
Javen Avant will be out on the other side.
Yeah, Trayvon Jones has had a heck of a game so far.
Interesting formation as a kind of a swinging gate play as they run it to the right. Everybody was over there to block the right. Tight end, 2 wide receivers. They hand the ball off to the running back. He goes to the right. Everybody was there.
Yeah.
Number 41, the Thunderbeats' own C.J. Lillincamp on the tackle.
I like that kid. He's a nice kid.
18.
Well, they're all nice kids. Like them all.
15 seconds to go, and we'll see if the Thunderbirds, are going to get another defensive snap here, and they're not. Silverhawks are going to be content with the 38-7 score on the board as it runs out halftime. 38-7. What do you think of that first half, Mr. Reimer?
Really impressive first half for the Thunderbirds. They got popped in the mouth right away to the start, and instead of showing any sign of fear or worry, they responded in kind. Offense is clicking, defense is clicking. It's looking like a championship team. It definitely the starts to one anyway.
So we have a second half to go here in this second round Class A matchup. The Thunderbirds 38, Southwest the Silverhawks 7, and we'll come back with the third quarter and a little bit of a assessment of what happened in this first half when we come back.
cheer for your team, and be there for all of the excitement. For championship ticket information, visit the Nebraska School Activities Association's website.
The Thunderbeat now has its own free mobile app where users can catch up on articles, videos, photos, and podcasts that cover Bellevue West and the community. The app was created to make the news faster and more accessible to our viewers. To download the app, go to the App Store, search and download the Thunderbeat. For frequent viewers, the format will look quite familiar. The front page gives you teasers to several different articles, and if you open up the sidebar, you can navigate the different sections. Let's go to news, for example. You can click on the links to read an article, watch a video, listen to a podcast, or look at photos. To go back to the home screen, click the Thunderbeat logo at the top of the page. Head over to the App Store now to download the Thunderbeat app. Stop by room 426 or email thethunderbeat@gmail.com if you have any questions.
This is a T-Bird weather alert. Radar has indicated a strong storm approaching the Thunderdome. Opposing fans in the warned area should seek immediate cover.
And welcome back, Thunderbird faithful. We're back here for the second half of this second round playoff matchup between the Bellevue West Thunderbirds and the Southwest Silverhawks, Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. It's a 38-7 ball game right now as they come out from halftime. We've got, they're going to start the 3-minute clock to get ready for play here soon. And why don't we recap the game a little bit? Southwest they chose to defer the kickoff. They onside kick it, recover the onside kick, go down the field and score on their opening drive, 7-0 right away. The T-Birds came back. They scored. And after that, it was all T-Birds to get us to 38-7. Touchdowns from Micah Riley, touchdowns from Keegan Johnson, touchdowns from L.J. Richardson. So, AJ, as we introduce ourselves back into the booth here, it's Jeremy Block here and AJ Reimer as we get ready to present to you the second half.
Can I give a quick shout out to the marching band students? We went off air and weren't able to share the music, but in a season where everybody's affected, the marching band has been affected just along with everybody else. They're not able to do their typical outstanding Bellevue West halftime marching band show, and yet kids are still having a great time out there, having fun, making the best out of a bad situation. They have had a great season as well.
As the clock turns down and Thriller comes over the loudspeakers, you see the Thunderbirds on the sideline doing the Michael Jackson Thriller moves. Looks like they know the whole routine.
Sing it, Jeremy.
We're not going to sing it.
We can't sing it. I'm so sorry, but I do. It's copyright. We can't. But I do love that song.
And, you know, you look out at the Flock Squad.
The Flock Squad.
And they are dressed up. Of course, tomorrow is Halloween, and one of the
it is?
Yes, tomorrow's Halloween. And one of the students out there is dressed up like Michael Jackson. He's on the sideline going nuts right now.
Yeah, they're playing it just for him. Good for him.
Everybody's entertained by him right now.
Jeremy, what would you say is your favorite Michael Jackson song? Is it Thriller? It's really good.
It's hard. It's hard.
Can't stop till you get enough. That's the answer.
Okay. So as we got a minute and 15 seconds here ready to go before we kick off the second half. What can Bellevue West do better in the second half than they did in the first half?
You know, there were a couple penalties early in the first quarter that obviously got cleaned up. Some personal fouls and some touchiness here and there. So maybe what I would be looking for in terms of improvement would be a clean second half. See if Bellevue West can not only keep all the laundry off the field, but also stay focused for the entire way through. You know, sometimes you come back from halftime. Obviously, the game looks pretty much in hand for Bellevue West, and they have a tendency to maybe slow down a little bit for the third quarter. The heart of a champion, I'd like to see them go out and keep pouncing and keep trying to get this score up a little bit higher. But of course, above all else, you got to keep your eyes looking forward, so you got to keep your players safe and healthy. And you might want to just say, a win is a win. Let's keep it safe and keep everybody healthy for next week.
So we'll try to get you a score here between Kearney and Gretna to see who's going to be playing potentially Bellevue West if they can hold on to this lead here in the second half. Remember, last week, Southwest did overcome a 20-point deficit.
If they do that tonight, I'll eat my hat.
And it is a stocking hat, folks, so it would be, and there's no cardboard involved. Hunter Brown is going to kick off the ball to start off the second half as Lincoln Southwest will receive here to start off the
Hunter
third
Big
quarter.
Boot Brown.
Hunter Big Boot Brown kicks the ball off, and it's a booming kick received by number 25. Number 25, Kyan Consbrook. And he gets stopped there, and it'll start the third quarter from the 21-yard line.
Jack McDonald with the tackle. My new favorite thing to watch is Jack McDonald on coverage. Bellevue West, their defense played almost a perfect second half. Let's see if they come back with the same fire and intensity here to start the third quarter.
I've been receiving answers to your Michael Jackson question.
Oh, what do they say? Dirty Diana?
My brother is saying, if Billie Jean isn't your answer, I'm disowning you.
She's out of my life.
First down as Fritton passes the ball off to number 83. 83, Cal Newell, and he is stopped for, are they going to give him anything on the game?
It looks like he maybe even lost a half yard. In order to make a play like that work, you have to set your block, and unfortunately, one Lincoln Southwest defender was going against 3 stout defenders from, one Lincoln Southwest receiver was going against 3 Bellevue West defenders, one of them being Jack McDowell. He's probably not going to win that battle.
Second down, and we're going to call it 10.5, and we'll see here Colin Fritton, the backfield in the offset pistol formation. He hands the ball off to Cal Newell, and he is stopped behind the line again. It'll be third down and 12 to go. You don't want to get behind the sticks against this Thunderbird defense.
No, Jack McDonald gets credit for the tackle, but Caden Camise kind of held him up and stopped him on the way. This is exactly what you want if you're Bellevue West. Coach McVay has this defense fired up and ready to go.
Third and 12. We'll see what Fritton is going to do here in the Southwest Silverhawk offense. The ball is snapped and handed off to Newell. He's almost stopped there for a loss again. He gets ahead of the line of scrimmage. He gets about a 4-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down and 7.
Yeah, Ryan Rogers shot the gap and got a hand on him enough to slow him down and alter his trajectory. Oh, my goodness gracious. You come out 3 plays and you pick up a yard. I call that a dub for the defense.
3 and out, a big 3 and out to start off the second half for the Thunderbird defense. And Keegan Johnson, the Iowa commit, is in the ready to receive the punt.
You know, just like Michael Jackson, that defense is bad. Huh?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Thank you.
And the ball is punted out of bounds. We'll see where the referees are going to mark it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea where that ball went. But he keeps walking back. We're
oh, wow.
32.
32-yard line, and that was about, wow, they didn't have to move the yardage sticks very far. I think that was maybe a 9-yard punt.
So not great. The Bellevue West defense executes almost perfectly. Let's see how crisp the offense for Bellevue West is gonna take on the second half.
Oh, and there was a fumble there as Johansson has to fall on the ball. The snap was not clean. The Thunderhogs all look around and say, well, where'd the ball go? If that was a fumble-rooski play, we weren't ready for it.
Do you remember in the movie Major League when they start off the season with a hit? No, I shouldn't. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
And Johansson's taking the ball here on second down. He finds number 5, the freshman, Davon Hall.
Yeah, great hands there by Davon Hall. It was excellent coverage by Southwest. In fact, 2 defenders were all over him. But he was able to come down with the ball, secure it.
Third down and 4.5 to go here as Lincoln Southwest looks to defend a 3 and out here and get the ball back, hopefully, here for them on the 27-yard line.
Do you remember the time?
And L.J. Richardson is met in the backfield by number, I believe it is Kalo Evans, number 22.
He's been their playmaker for sure. He is able to get penetration. That's probably the 4th time tonight that he's been able to shoot the gap. Heck of a player. Heck of a hairstyle, too. Look at that. It's flowing locks.
Kind of a Troy Polamalu hairstyle right there.
Whoa.
4th down and 5 to go. Johansson looks to throw over to his security blanket, number 6, Keegan Johnson.
Just enough for the first down. He was able to, he needed 4, he got 5. I'm surprised there wasn't a flag there. It looked like there was motion on both sides, but not enough to call something.
First down right outside the 20-yard line here for the Thunderbirds.
We turned on the space heater up here, Jeremy. It's nice.
Yes, I had to take off my coat. It's too warm. Oh, and Micah Riley, he ran across the field on a drag route. He was open. He had the ball in the breadbasket, made his turn towards the goal line, and the ball just fell out of his hands.
Yeah, he knew that was a touchdown, but
you got to secure the catch first, right?
Well, that's why he's not in the pros yet. You know, still a little bit of improvement to go. But it was a beautiful route, wide open, and the ball was right on the target.
2nd down and 10 to go. Johansson throws to Keegan Johnson. It's just a little too high, and there you're going to throw a flag. They're going to get your face guarding penalty. Looks like it's going to be, it is pass interference on the play.
Yeah, it's, you know, kind of chippy on both sides. You could see it going, but number 23 just a little too aggressive. And Bellevue was a little fortunate there. That ball was over his head.
That'll be a 1st down via the penalty, and we'll get right outside the 10-yard line. The Thunderbird offense will get a new set of downs. 1st and goal to go. Richardson off to Johansson's right. I expect a run here after all these passing plays. And he does hand it off to Richardson. He goes to the left, and it's defended very well. He still gets ahead. Gets about 4 yards. Kakoa Chai led the way out there to the left side.
Yeah, but having said that, even with that, it was able to run around and pick up 4 yards after contact. I tell you, Jermaine, I'm really enjoying watching number 55, Henry Rickles, for the offensive line of Bellevue West. He is playing nasty right now, and whatever Southwest player runs up against him is getting punished. 3 plays in a row now. Great job by Henry Rickles.
2nd down to go. 2nd and goal to go. Let's see if Henry Rickles, the funny man, can take the ball and lead them to the promised land. L.J. Richard, all day sun, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 7-yard rushing touchdown.
Yeah, that was gorgeous for a couple different reasons. First of all, excellent play by the Thunder Hogs offensive line of Bellevue West to create the hole. Number 2, another straightforward, no-nonsense run by Richardson. But number 3, and perhaps best of all, I believe Bellevue West is up by 35 now.
What is that?
A little running clock for the second half. Miss Rouse's 2 favorite words.
We'll see if he makes the extra point. It is a 45-7 ball game. Yes. And the running clock in the second half will start.
Can we call it the Richardson clock? Because it's running? No, I'm still working on it. I'm sorry, guys. That's my jokes are better in the first half.
Well, we got a shortened second half thanks to
good.
that touchdown.
Lucky for the listeners that you're only going to have to put up with me for a little bit. Well, tell you what, this great start for Bellevue West. Defense came out 3 and out, forced a short little erratic punt, but despite the bad snap at the start, excellent recovery by the offense. Bellevue West up 45-7. Let's just keep it safe, keep everybody clean, and go home with a victory.
And this would be a perfect time to see some secondary players, see some second string guys to get some experience here in the 4th quarter when we get there.
How's Westside doing at this point? Do we know anything about them? Or, sorry, how's that other team that has West in their name doing? Good? Or do we know?
I don't know.
I'm going to
have to get our stat guy on that.
I'm going to look it up.
Hunter Brown kicks the ball off from the 40 here, and there's a new number back there. It's an 80 number 80 for the Silverhawks. Jack Baptista, the sophomore, 5'9", 170 pounds.
First of all, great name, Baptista. Second of all, that guy has some wheels. He's quick.
Mm-hmm. So it will be Creighton Prep is beating Miller North 7-3 here in the second half. That was probably the best matchup that Mike Sauter was looking at this week in Class A.
I'm sorry, people are tweeting positive things about me, and I got lost reading my own press. I wish I could give you a better answer than that, but the truth is, it's pretty arrogant. Ooh, Kearney coming back up 24-14 to Gretna.
As the ball is thrown up, is a jump ball. It could have been anybody's ball. Both the defender, number 28.
Jalen Avant, good to have him back on the field.
Jalen Avant.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He wasn't hurt earlier.
Yeah, Jalen Avant and Justice Smith were tangled up there, and there was no penalty for pass interference.
Yeah, it could, because Jalen Avant had position. He got there first and held on, so if anything, it could have been offensive pass interference.
So you said Kearney was up over Gretna, right?
Kearney is up 24-14 right now. Kearney, have we played them already this year?
Kearney the Bearcats was the last game that we did.
That's kind of what I thought. What was the score of that one? A lot to a little. Not scared.
A very confident Mr. Reimer here in the press box as the ball is carried by Cal Newell, number 83.
Like that 83. He's tough. He hasn't really broken one yet tonight, but he is running tough and running hard. Lincoln Southwest, if nothing else, has heart, and they are not quitting on their team. I like that. I don't like quitters, Jeremy.
So in the second half, when you are up by more than 35 points, the running clock happens. And the only way you can stop a running clock is on a turnover, or if there's an injury on the field, or if the team calls timeout. But other than that, the clock will continue to run, regardless if it's an incomplete pass or not. So we got 5 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter as the running clock continues.
And I like that because I like going to bed around 9:15. So the closer I can get to that makes me happy, as long as it also means a win for Bellevue West.
So it's 8:45 p.m. right now as they kick the ball off, and Keegan Johnson will let the ball bounce down, and it will be downed right outside, inside the 9-yard line.
Goodness, what a punt.
And the offense is running over before the ball has been downed, but they've done that a couple times this season.
And why wouldn't you? You know, if you don't get your hand slapped, you might as well keep trying to grab a cookie.
So the ball is going to start on the 8-yard line, and the running clock has continued here. There's 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go after the referees wound the ball ready for play.
Looks like the starting offense is back out on the field for Bellevue West, trying to get maybe one more series of reps here. Have a march down the whole field.
As the ball is being thrown up to number 6, Keegan Johnson. They went from the 8. They are going to now be on the 48. They're going to give him a 40. Yeah, it should be about the 48. They're going to only give him to the 46. They shorted him 2 yards, and it becomes a 38-yard play instead of a 40-yard play.
Yeah, a lot of people
keeping stats at home.
A lot of people say that he's the best player in the state of Nebraska, and a play like that is hard to disagree with. Just absolutely perfect body control, beautiful position, able to shield himself away from the defender.
And you know, when you have the best player in the state, you have 3 other guys that have Division I offers other than the best player in the state, you can't afford to double team Keegan Johnson.
No, Mike O'Reilly there with the catch. And it looks like the entire Lincoln Southwest team had to bring him down for the tackle.
8 yards on the first down play.
Looks like Bellevue West is trying to work on its passing game this series. Have yet to run it.
As Johansson rolls out to his left, he gets Caden Helms. He's open. He gets the first down. About a 9-yard pass play. It's going to be on the 38-yard line for the Southwest 38-yard line.
So we're just working down the receivers out here. We got Johnson. We got Mike O'Reilly. We got Caden Helms. Is Davon Hall going to get the next catch?
We'll see here on the first down and 10 to go. And Johansson rolls out to his right to throw to number 6, and he can't hang on to it. He had plenty of sideline to get to.
Yeah,
he just let it drop.
A little too outstretched. If he grabbed it, it would have been by his fingertips only.
He needs to get a little bit more stickum on those gloves.
Some people, Jeremy's just making jokes, guys. We don't support that.
It'd be 2nd down and 10 to go here, and Johansson is ready to receive the snap. Richardson to his left. He gives the ball to Richardson. Richardson goes ahead for 6 yards.
And Southwest is fortunate that he went to the left, because if he would have cut to the right, that is an open field and maybe a touchdown.
3rd down and let's say 5 to go. 1:39 running clock, second half. You're listening to the playoff second-round matchup of Lincoln Southwest visiting the number 1 Bellevue West Thunderbirds.
Now, that's an incomplete pass there, obviously. I liked what Johansson did, though. He had great pressure from number 22, of course, Kalo Evans, And just a slight little shoulder fake was able to ease off the pressure and give him enough time to find his target. Unfortunately, it was incomplete, but it was a nice nuanced play.
Fourth down, and Coach Huffman likes to go for it on fourth down pretty much all the time. The ball's thrown incomplete to Mike O'Reilly. The ball was behind him. I don't know if he would have got the first down anyway, but the ball is turned over on downs, and Lincoln Southwest will take over with 45 seconds moving here in the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, that was interesting. A little confusion, it seemed like, on the play. On those quick release, quick throw plays, you have to have the right rhythm, and just missed it.
I better get here to a read here. We'd like to remind our viewers to check out thethunderbeat.org for news, features, and entertainment coverage of the Bellevue West and Bellevue Offutt community. You can follow at The Thunderbeat on Twitter and Instagram and get the latest website updates. And brand new this semester in the Apple App Store, our free Thunderbird app. Just search The Thunderbeat. Download and stay up to date with all your news coverage of Bellevue West. The first down play, Colin Fritton goes out for a 4-yard quarterback run there. Second down and 7 to go.
Jeremy, every morning my alarm clock goes off. I stretch and immediately pick up my phone to go on thethunderbeat.com to find what new and exciting things I can start my day with.
And at the end of 3, it's 45-7 Thunderbirds over the Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest.
Well, enough about that. Also in the third quarter, Gretna coming back. Kearney 24, Gretna 21. One of those teams is going to win that game.
It was an interception return for a touchdown.
Gretna. What a well-run program they are.
So it's fourth quarter here, and the Flock squad is getting riled up by the cheerleaders down here on the Bellevue West.
Oh, and what are the kids saying there? Duet? Are they asking for a duet to be sung?
Honestly, I do not know.
Yeah, like a lot of times in high school, I just don't understand the kids.
As the ball is being thrown and almost intercepted there by Jalen Avant.
He had 3 targets that were slightly open, and he threw it in the middle of them, unfortunately.
And Jalen Avant was the only one close there to receive the pass. 11 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Duet. I think suet. Is it like a suet? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what the kids are saying with their lingo.
Third down and 7 to go here as late. I mean, it's getting here to be later and later for the Silverhawks to make any kind of comeback as the ball is completed to number 10 for a big first down for the Silverhawks. Number 10, Jackson Decker.
Yeah, you knew he was going to come down with one of those. They've thrown to him all night long, and we've been fortunate to limit a lot of those plays. But he's a playmaker. He's tall. He's big. He's got a great build to him. And that was just a great throw.
They have a lot of height. They have big, tall receivers. As the blitz tries to come and knocks everybody off their routes as the ball falls incomplete for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Defense.
It looks like we have a couple new faces there in there for the defense, which is great. They're testing out some players. Not everybody, of course. Still have a lot of starters out there. But see if they can respond and keep 7 on the scoreboard. I really like that score.
10 minutes, 21 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And Cal Newell takes the ball up the middle, and the ball is on the ground, and it comes up. The offensive lineman recovers it. He didn't know what to do with the ball. Number 74, why do I have the ball, folks?
Trey Schuster, the fumble went right into his chest. And some confusion, but he did the right thing.
He went
forward
down.
Motion.
You know, he didn't LaKeven Smith the ball. If anybody is familiar with LaKeven Smith, who recovered a...
Jeremy. What?
Oh, my goodness. And just like that, number 19, Jack McDonald sacks Colin Fritton for a 20-yard sack on that play.
sometimes you shouldn't backpedal that much. You saw Jack McDonald coming. Quarterback tried to get away, and it did not go well.
It's 4th down and a long ways to go. 27. What do you call on 4th and 27? You call the punt team.
Oh, yeah, that's an option.
You call out the punt team.
That's the smarter option. Duet.
As Braden Bestman punts the ball, it's going to be downed by the Silverhawks outside of the 14-yard line, and Bellevue West will take over with about 8 minutes and 30 seconds here to go as the clock continues to run. You're watching on YouTube. You're listening to us. Jeremy Block here and Mr. A.J. Reimer, the choir director. We got another read we got to get in here.
Before we do, let's mention that we also have a new quarterback, Daniel Kalin, freshman quarterback. A lot of new faces here for Bellevue West.
Daniel Kalin takes over here, and his first, he's going to hand off the ball, and it is fumbled, and Southwest comes up with the recovery right inside the 10-yard line. The Silverhawks will take over, and it was just a bad handle there between the running back and the quarterback, and Southwest returns the ball. It'll be 1st and goal to go.
A lot of the starters for the defense wanted to jump out there and get out there, and not all of them were able to do it. We have some new numbers out there, which is exciting.
So here we go. Tickets are on sale for this year's fall play 2020. Am I right? An original play based on interviews of students, parents, and teachers in our community.
And grandmothers.
The script tackles COVID, protests, the election, and even murder hornets. All live streamed. Watch from the safety of your own home with as many family members as you'd like for $12.50. And Southwest has scored in the middle of that read, folks. He scores, and it will be 13-45. Let me finish this. Get your tickets now at bwhsne.booktix, BOOKTIX.com. $12.50 to watch the fall play.
So for those of you who thought, maybe 43 might be a number that Bellevue West could potentially win by, doesn't look like that's going to happen. But my bigger question, Jeremy.
That was the PAT was no good, so it'll be 45-13.
Okay, that's
7 minutes and 21 seconds here to go.
32 points. Do they keep the running clock going, or does it go back to normal clock?
I believe it goes back to normal clock.
Why would they make that decision?
Because they're within 35 points.
I just don't understand the politics of everything.
It's only a way to, it's a mercy rule, and it's a way for a team to get back into the game.
I suppose. Well, congratulations for Southwest. Way to take great advantage of a whoopsie there by Bellevue West. And pretty quick, too. It was a fumble, and on the very next play, he was able to run it in. But if you're playing some people that don't have quite as much game time experience, you got to expect little mistakes like that. And you're going to live with it, of course, because that's not the norm, and they're going to improve and learn and get better from it.
Bellevue West is expecting an onside kick here, and as Southwest is all lined up around the kicker, and now they'll spread out, see if there will be a little onside kick or not.
I like that mind games. They're messing with them.
And the ball is kicked off deep. That ball probably could have been let to go out of bounds as number 13.
Yeah, it looked like number 13, Calvin Easterling, a sophomore.
Calvin Easterling received the ball. 7 minutes, 16 seconds here to go in the fourth quarter.
Let's get another shot here for Daniel Kaling, the quarterback. There was just some confusion on the handoff between him and I think it was Jay-Sean Smith on that last play leading to the fumble.
Kaling in the backfield, his second snap. He does hand off the ball successfully to number 23, who takes a lick about 11 yards deep, and he rumbles ahead for another 5.
Okay, he made up for the fumble. That was great. Took a shot, kind of shrugged it a little bit, and went on for another 5 yards.
Damn, Jay Sean Smith. He laid the wood.
He's like, get off me.
7 minutes, and the clock is moving at its normal rate because there is no running clock anymore.
Boo.
Kalen gets the snap. It was kind of wonky there. And he throws the ball out to number 16. Number 16, Donovan Whitfield.
Yeah, good singer, Donovan Whitfield. I tell you, I like that. There was great pressure coming in right in Daniel Kalen's face, and he was able to keep his composure and just throw a beautiful pass.
6 minutes, 46 seconds after he takes the ball and goes out of bounds. Kalen is in the backfield. He is going to fake the handoff, throw off to his right.
Yeah, it was a nice little play. In fact, I liked that. We've run that play a couple times tonight. That's the first time I've seen it run with the correct pace, I think. Quick, hit him in stride. He was able to catch it moving forward.
And
great play.
Yeah, Southwest does have their starting defense still out on the field trying to get the ball back as Kalen and company, or the second stringers, are out there. As he's being flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to find, he can't get it to Donovan Whitfield. Donovan Whitfield was 10 yards ahead of his defensive back covering him.
And forgot to turn around and look for the ball. It was a well-thrown ball. It was pretty close on target. It looked like Donovan just wasn't quite ready for it. I tell you, I'm impressed with Daniel Kalen right now. This series, he's looking composed. He's looking sharp. A couple times now, especially on that last play, he had pressure coming. It's not phasing him.
Well, Johansson coming back and being his senior year, and Kalen coming back being his sophomore year, there looks to be a quarterback competition in the offseason.
Well, we'll see.
Kalen hands the ball off, and it's almost fumbled, and he gets immediately tackled by a gang of Silverhawks.
Yeah, but of course the first point of contact was number 22, Kayla Evans. That is a heck of a player. What grade is Evans? Only a sophomore? Ooh, let's remember that name.
3rd down and 11 to go here as Bellevue West has crossed into Silverhawk territory. See what they do on the 3rd down play. Is he's being flushed out, and the ball is almost caught and almost intercepted. It's set to number 13, Calvin Easterling. He almost coughed it up to number 19 for Lincoln Southwest.
So here's what I like about
Bergen Anderson.
A lot of times you get to this point in the game, and the team that's up way big brings in some second string players. Typically the other team follows suit. But that was, like you pointed out, going against the first string defense, which has challenged the first string offense at times for Bellevue West. And while it didn't lead to any points, there were some positive plays there.
And Southwest will get the ball back. Down by 32, and the ball is punted into the end zone. And Southwest will get the ball here from the 20-yard line, looking to cut into this 32-point deficit.
How about time for a read? We've got one of those reads, right?
Yes, we do.
Like Reed Richards?
Yes. Yearbooks can be ordered in room 426 before and after and during the 3rd, 5th, and 7th periods. They are $55.
Whoa.
Order yours now. We take cash and checks, or you can pay with credit cards online at yearbookforever.com. That's one word, yearbookforever.com. If you have any questions, see Miss Rouse or a yearbook staffer.
Nice run there by Lincoln Southwest. Number 22 tried to grab and hang on Johnny Palermo.
Number 35, they're going to say he ran. Number 35, Jared Tuff.
Yeah, sure. Jeremy, do you remember what happened your sophomore year in high school?
Vaguely.
Right back at you, me too. But I bet if I picked up my yearbook, I would remember exactly what happened.
And how much can you buy a Bellevue West yearbook for?
$7,000?
55.
Golly, I can't go to McDonald's and spend less than $55.
With all your kids?
A lot of them. They all want to get that, what's the meal, Owen?
The 20-piece chicken McNugget?
No, the one guy. The Travis Scott meal. Because he's dope.
4 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter as the Southwest brings their second string onto the field. I believe it was Russell, number 8, Noah Russell, the quarterback, the senior, 6 foot, 150 pounds, throws incomplete down the field here.
Did a nice job evading the tackle and buying time for his receivers. Just wasn't able to lead them quite enough because it looked like the receiver had a step. But he stepped in the ground, tripped.
Third down and 4 to go. The ball's on the 36-yard line here. 4 minutes, 35 seconds in the fourth quarter.
3rd and 4, Jeremy. What's the call?
3rd and 4, I would think an out route over the middle. And the ball is thrown out to, and a fantastic catch and then run. And they're going to mark him down well short of the first down marker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we can't see because of the Bellevue West
maybe
players.
He stepped out, or maybe his knee was down.
Yeah.
But it looked like he pushed forward. You know, if that was a collegiate team, that might have led to an ejection for targeting. But in high school, it's just a clean hit.
Yes. 4th and 4 to go as we go under 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to the second round matchup of Lincoln Southwest, the 17th seed, coming to Bellevue West, the number 1 seed here at Feynman Field. You're watching on YouTube.
Good fair catch there by Jackson Frill.
Thunderbirds will take over on the 35-yard line as 3 minutes and 46 seconds left to go. We have another read here. Seniors, reminder that your cap and gown order is due on Monday, November 2nd. You can order online at jostens.com. That's Jostens, JOSTENS.com. Or turn in your order to Mrs. Britton in counseling. Prices will increase after this November 2nd date.
Okay, I don't like that because I don't like it when kids graduate because that means they leave. And that makes me sad.
The whole kids keep leaving, but the teachers stay the same.
I know. I feel sad. I mean, I'm excited for the kids, of course. They're going to start their lives and have great successes. But I just sit in my office and cry.
After the
like a blubbering baby.
And he has a bunch of senior photos, past seniors that have been in his choirs.
R.I.P. kids.
2nd down and 8 to go. 3 minutes, 15 seconds in this fourth quarter as the ball it's still in bounds as number 23.
Jay-Sean Smith again. Nice little toss and catch. Pick up about 7.
Be 3rd down and 2 to go. The clock continues to run. 2 minutes, 55 seconds as they look to win this second round matchup over the number 17 seeded Silverhawks. The Thunderbirds.
Come on, man.
The Thunderbirds are number 1. The Silverhawks, number 17 seed. And it's playing out very chalky right now.
You know what's exciting, Jeremy, is we called a football game and then took a month break before we called this one. We get to be right back at this next week. Doing it again. Aren't we having fun? I'm having fun.
Next week, that puts us at, what, the 5th or the 6th? 6th.
That would be the 6th, I believe. And are we going against the Gretna Dragons or the Kearney Warthogs? What are the Kearney?
Bearcats.
Bearcats. Kearney Bearcats.
Yeah, next week, November 6th at 7 p.m. will be the 3rd round matchup of these NSAA Class A playoffs.
Playoffs?
2 minutes and 7 seconds after the ball falls incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. 48-yard line. We'll try to find a score for you guys before we call and sign off here tonight.
I was going to look, and then I just looked at praise for what people are saying for us on Twitter, and I got, confused.
Praise for the guys playing.
That's right. It's all about the kids.
And the fantastic video camera work by Mr. Owen Reimer.
Looks like Kearney is up 30-21. Thank goodness, because I don't want to have to call Gretna. No, I mean, because I love them. I would be worried about saying the wrong Gretna. Like, sometimes I have a hard time pronouncing G's. Gretna is what I would say. I would just feel silly. saying the wrong thing.
Kearney is up 30-21.
Yes, over Gretna.
Gretna.
Tretna, is that how it's pronounced?
Gretna.
Gretna. You know what else begins with a G? Great, just like Gretna is great. But I'd like to play Kearney again. They were fun.
The Kearney Bearcats would visit Fiman Field for their second time this year.
Yeah, don't they have to drive like 7 hours to get to Bellevue West?
Didn't we discuss that last time? It's about 2.5.
Oh, seems like. Oh, that was North Platte. What is going on? Jeremy fell out of his chair. It's like there's an animal in the booth. Do we have an animal in our booth?
I'm looking for more game stats from the old game.
Oh, he was looking for stats.
Yes.
I thought there was an animal in the booth, like a badger.
The third game was between Kearney and Bellevue West. That was the last game we called.
Fun times. Do you remember how much fun that was, Jeremy?
It was.
Every game is fun with you. That's what real friends are for.
45-13, 1 minute, 23 seconds left to go in this game, this second round game.
Do you know why I'm excited about this score? Because it means we get to do this again. And, you know, we've given shouts to Owen, but I'd like to give one more shout to the boss over here, Miss Rouse. You guys don't hear a lot from her. Oh, great penetration and tackle by the defensive line. But to meet him there was...
And a sack there, and puts it down at second and a mile to go.
Anyway, shouts to Miss Rouse. If you guys are at home, clap your hands for the Rouser.
This will be a 100th career win. We didn't know that till right now. This will be Mike Huffman's 100th career victory here at Bellevue West with this win tonight.
No. His 100th total
win between
but his
here and Fort Calhoun.
74th win at Bellevue West. Hey, congrats to Coach Huffman. Are you serious? 100 wins for Coach Huffman? Is that true? My guy. Good job, Huff. Well, we didn't fact check it, but we're running with it. Coach Huffman, more like 1,000 wins to come. That guy is a football coach.
So back on 9/25, a little more than a month ago, Kearney, who looks like they're leading against Gretna right now, came to Fiman Field, then they lost 49-14.
Well, let's do that again. I remember after that game, we had some video of Coach Huffman, 100 career victory Huffman, doing a little dancing with his players in the locker room. Got some comments on his dancing skills. Do you think we're going to see some dancing tonight from Coach Huffman?
100 wins for Coach Michael Huffman. Career victory number 100.
That's
Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations to the Thunderbirds on their second round victory, 45-13 over Southwest Lincoln, the Southwest Silverhawks. And now let's talk about the game in here a little bit, Mr. Reimer.
Yeah, you know, the fourth quarter is kind of what you expect a fourth quarter to be in this, but the first half when the game really mattered, that's a complete football team that Bellevue West has, and they seem to be clicking on all cylinders at the right time.
So right now we know it's late in the fourth quarter in the Gretna-Kearney game, and Kearney seems to have the lead right now. So we'll see.
Can we go to that game and start calling that game? Like, can we do a live view of it? No, we can't. No. I'm sorry.
So we have Kearney or Gretna. Right now it looks like Kearney will be the matchup next week.
Kearney.
So right now they're up 30-21. We just heard that from our PA announcer. And I would like to say thank you for joining us tonight for round 2 of the NSAA High School Football Playoffs. Join us next week for the quarterfinal round, where we will play Bellevue West will play either the winner of Kearney versus Gretna. Right now it sounds like the Kearney Bearcats might hold on to the victory. So thank you for listening tonight, and go